Salutations, ladies and germs, my name is Mr. Fox, and welcome to the saddest This Week at Bungie I've ever seen. Why? As you all know, the season of opulence is approaching, and it's apparently going to be better known as the season of nerfs. Yes, the sandbox changes that will be going live are just not exactly things I'm excited about. So let's get into the nerfs, shall we? Whisper of the Worm, no one was asking to get nerfed. Literally no one. Except maybe Jimmy or some asshole in the back who just for whatever reason doesn't like infinite dips. And even in those moments, like in certain raid bosses, Whisper wasn't gonna get it done, so he didn't use it, so it wasn't overwhelmingly being used. Other, heavies, like in certain situations, Whisper was not the weapon to go to. White Nail will no longer generate the ammo, but pulls it from the reserve, so essentially this infinite dipsing machine that we worked our asses off to get when it first released is now the Black Spindle of D2. Oh sure, the reserves got pumped up to 18, but who cares? Like, oh, your ammo's back to normal, guys, we just took away your infinite dips. No one was complaining about having infinite dips, and everyone went in an uproar when we're gonna reduce the dips of your infinite dips. But for whatever reason, we thought, you know what, let's just remove the infinite dips completely. Why? Like, you had to have known bringing White Nail into the game in its original state was going to be incredibly powerful, so why would you then nerf it? Like, you know it's going to result in anger. Like, I don't even use my Whisper a whole lot, and I'm annoyed. Because when I do need it, I need it at its full capacity. Seriously. This is just going to encourage people to more use the Outbreak with its ridiculous DPS output. And then Sleeper, also nerfed, buffed, and now nerfed again, reduces ricochet bounce damage on boss combatants. So, originally for it to keep pace with the Whisper, you had to ricochet shots, but that's been reduced. Precision damage remains unchanged, but non-precision shots are a little more forgiving, apparently, but who cares? Lord of Wolves has gotten a damage buff with those shotgun changes. Huh, never reviewed it again. I mean, it was a nice gun, but I do kind of understand activating on every kill made it difficult to control the ammo. Swap between the two states to control the output, PvE damage reduced by 20%. Don't know who that's going to upset, but I'm sure someone's going to be upset. Release the Wolves perk has now been reworked. No longer triggers on automatic kill. This effect is now triggered by holding the reloads, similar to Hard Light and Borealis, which I didn't ever really like doing, which, well, to be fair, is a lot better than having to go to the menu to switch between it, so. PvE damage and range bonuses on this effect have been removed and replaced with the universal damage bonus instead. Cool. And what is sure to upset some people, specifically the Titans who run around with One-Eyed Mask and Ace. Memento Mori disappears when stowed, so long, awesome combo with Recluse. You will be missed. I've never actually got to do that combo, so I'm dying a little inside. Really dying. I also never got a combo with my One-Eyed Mask that I recently got from Xur with the Faded Anagram, so now I'm just like super dead inside. I didn't get to abuse something that everyone else got to abuse. That sounds really dark and twisted now that I say it out loud. Probably shouldn't have said that. The PvP damage bonus of Memento Mori was slightly reduced to prevent 2-tapping Guardians while Vengeance was active with the One-Eyed Mask, but I don't really know how I feel about that. Like, Specifically, you need 4 resilience to survive it, which bit of a bummer. I mean, I think I'll already run 4 anyways, so. But come on, you're kind of reducing the fun of using the one-eyed mask a bit, you know? Oh well. Exotic armor, which is where I'm sure a lot of us are going to be united in our hate. Yet the increasingly coming must-pick gear choices. Orb generation from teammates is meant to be the best way to accelerate our super regeneration. When was that ever a thing? D1? That was when Night Stalker was like, we need you. You're gonna be here just to generate orbs for us. Okay? Bypassing teamwork mechanic? Yeah, because in certain scenarios, you need a shit ton of supers. Like, I don't... Try to preserve their power fantasy and still leave them as viable choices. Skull of Dire Makara, nerfed. Orpheus Rig, nerfed again. Phoenix Protocol. Why diminishing returns? No one likes the term diminishing returns. Nah, make it rarer to get full super back. And my personal favorite, shards. I can't tell if that's a buff or a nerf. Caps reduced to be in priority with other super exotic changes. Ursa's, shards, well, welcome to the club. Yeah, I know. Kinda sucks here. I'm humped up on cold medication, so I can't tell if that's a buff or a nerf. If it's a buff, I'm gonna be very happy that shards finally got buffed. If it's a nerf, I'm gonna be very sad. Gwaizen! Because you just can't leave my super alone, can you? Gwaizen Vest had its energy reduced from 15 to 8% for killing 1 to 2 guardians. Still scales up to be similar when killing 3 or more. PV damage return remains similar to before. Great. Great. Has anyone seen me and my super and thought, wow, he's super OP? I mean, maybe when they're not shooting me, but majority of the time I'm like, wow, I'm super dead and squishy. Look at me. Like when you pop it, you just become a giant target. I mean, we have the lowest armor out of everyone, so the chances of us actually being able to utilize Gwaizen's regenning capabilities are a lot rarer than it used to be, you know? Like, if I see a giant group of guardians, if they're looking right at me, I'm not even gonna get close to them. They're just gonna light me up and I'm gonna die. But I'm assuming a lot of non-hunters are gonna be very happy with this change. And to you, I say, suck it, your skull got nerfed. And I'm very sad about that, because that skull was really carrying us in 0 hour. Yeah. I'm hoping you could still spam infinite wells on the bridge. I mean, I'm guessing you probably will, just because of the Orpheus and the Phoenix Protocol. It's probably in high-end activities, you're not going to see that change hurting you as much, but... it's just nice to know we could get full super energy back without anyone else being around. I mean, in Phoenix, it's kind of rare to get super energy back without your teammates shooting from the well. So there's that. We're sympathetic about the fact that changes we make in the interest of combat and game design can be jarring. You don't say. Well, yeah, expectations were not that high for Season of Opulence. Ever since the Forge season of the Forge, it's kind of been downhill for me, you know? And even the Forge, that wasn't the best launch of a mini expansion on this pass. And Opulence, I have like 0 excitement for it, and now I'm even less excited seeing these changes that are going to be happening. Like, literally no one was asking for this change. Except this one dude. This dude. Mr. Forbes dude. He was asking for it. Because he's a douche. I'm sorry, you're probably not really a douche, but you gotta know, asking for everyone's favorite exotics to be nerfed isn't gonna go over well with the community, Mr. Forbes. I'm just sad. sick. I wasn't even gonna do a video. Then I saw the patch notes. I was like, you know what? I need to vent. So here I am venting. Our favorite exotics are getting nerfed. Hopefully not into the ground, well, unless you count. Where are you? There you are, Whisper. Yeah, you just got friggin' pulverized. Oh my god. I mean, you... why? I just liked knowing I had the ability to have unlimited ammo. Like, it was good enough that you made it a skill thing. Like, there are certain times where I'll fuck up my shot and I'm just out of dips for that fight. But like in 0 hour, I'll get flinched a little bit, whiff the shot, and then I have to rely on, well, honestly, we just all ended up relying on our outbreaks at this point because focus firing with that was super effective. Didn't have to deal with that, and now who's gonna want to pick Whisper? I mean, maybe there's gonna be certain situations like, yeah, it's nice to have it, but I'm just bummed. I'm bummed out. It's a season of nerfs. Literally things that no one wanted to get nerfed are getting nerfed. Like, the only thing on this list I could see people wanting nerfed would be Gwaizen. That's just because how prevalent Spectral Blade users have been. And I'm guessing just due to how squishy we are, we're probably not even going to notice that energy reduction change. You know, just because I don't get to live long enough to like really capitalize on it, so. And even if I do live long enough, usually there aren't any enemies left around, so my super just runs out without using it. And while we're on the topic of my super, can you just make sure my true sight actually activates when I pop the damn thing? Because sometimes it doesn't activate, and that bugs me. Like, so much. Like, yeah, I'm invisible, but you can still hear me and see a purple silhouette. So I kind of lose out on my advantage. It's just me rambling. My depression. Skull of Dire Amakara. They didn't really get to use you. But I'm sorry. Orpheus Riggs. Okay, to be honest, I was a little annoyed at always having to be the tether, but come on, man, why? Why not? Now hear me out. We just up the power of the killing ones, so you feel like the supports aren't as needed. I don't know. But there's just something super satisfying about seeing my Warlock, like, when we're running 0 hour, wipe out this group of enemies, super back, wipe out another group, super back, and it's like, I like having you around, Warlock. You're cool. You make my life as a hunter easier. Less things are shooting at me, I appreciate that. I swear to God, if shards did get nerfed. Literally no one was asking for that. If anything, we're asking for a buff. So if they got buffed, but how? Like, you already, it was pretty random in how much energy you would get. They're like, oh, you get a ton back if you hit a boss with it. It's like, yeah, but I could, like, straight up kill the boss if I just shot it with a Celestial Nighthawk. Actually, Bungie, I'm not trying to give you any ideas. Don't nerf the Nighthawk! So let's just have a moment of silence for our now nerfed into the ground exotic. Whisper. Alright, now let's have another moment of silence for our super fun to use Dire Amakara, our Orpheus Rigs, and Phoenix Protocol, which were all necessary in raids, in the Reckoning. I'll miss you. Man. And then they're like, oh, we're gonna plug our merch at the end of this. You wanna buy our merch? Wanna buy our merch? Come on, you know you wanna buy our merch. After we just, like, told you we're gonna be nerfing a bunch of stuff, you know you wanna buy the merch. Anywho. So long, Whisper of the Worm. You were magnificent! Until they decided to nerf Whitenail again, because apparently they didn't learn their lesson back in D1 when they brought Whitenail back, but nerfed it. So essentially we just have a Spindle. Yeah, I'm not excited about a Spindle as I am about a Whisper. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have an amazing day and stay classy. F you, Bungie. F you. I don't mean that, I'm sorry. I really need your game to survive on this channel. You know, because like no one watches anything else. I'm sorry, Bungie, forgive me.
You got your little horns in the goodness.